Flow Lifers, I want to give you some exclusive content, that you can only find on this channel. Some of the campaign selects, some of the pictures. Look at Georgia looking fly, look at Stella looking fly, Renee as well looking fly.
Private residence where we turn irrelevance.
Yo guys, you can already tell that this budget is looking mad. This budget is looking mad. Listen, the ladies are looking fly. Listen, F what anyone says about their stylist, yeah? Listen, they're looking alright, Listen. Stop playing with Renee's name. Hold on. No. We need to set that back. Did she just do the splits, bro? It's a dance break. What? Go flow. You see this single? Yeah? This is Flo's coming out party. This is them announcing to the world that they're ready to take over. What's everyone saying? Hope everyone's well, everyone's good. Welcome back to the Still Color YouTube channel. My name is Henry, your favorite music connoisseur, and I am back with another reaction video. Flow Lifers, it's time to assemble to this video right now. And I've got to apologize, that this video is coming out a couple of days later than expected. Life has changed for your boy over the last few months. Me and my wife have welcomed a baby girl into the world. She's only 5 months, so listen, you already know how that go. Time is not available to me as it used to. But listen, even though I may not get things out on time, I will get them out eventually, so please remember that. So before we get into it, don't forget to like the video, don't forget to share the video, most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to the Still Color YouTube channel. You know why you're here, and you know why I'm here. I am here to react to the brand new single and music video for Flo's new track, Leak It. Now let me tell you, Flo have, shared a snippet of this track, a couple weeks ago, and let me tell you, this is one of the most highly anticipated tracks from a snippet I can remember. As soon as everybody heard this, they were spamming Flo to release this ASAP, and Flo have done just that. So I'm gonna listen to the track and the music video for the first time. According to the timeline, this is a hit. You know what I'm saying? This is a hit. I'm gonna get straight into the video just after this. I just want to do a segment. I promise you it'll be worth it. Flow Lifers, I want to give you some exclusive content, that you can only find on this channel. I promise you that I'm not gonna take too much of your time. For those of you who have followed me on this channel, you know my musical background. But for those of you who are seeing my face for the first time, you're probably thinking, what the hell is he talking about? Henry, just get straight to the video. I promise you, like I said, I'll get straight to it. But I just want to break this down. So for 6 years of my professional career, I worked in the major music industry, and out of those 6 years, 4.5 years was spent at the biggest music label in the world, and that is Universal Music. And when I was working for Universal Music, I was fortunate enough to work for two of their frontline labels, EMI Records and Island Records. And yes, you guessed it, Island Records are the label that signed Flo in the UK. Island Records are actually the first label that gave Flo their first big break. So just to give you guys some wider context, when I was at Island Records in 2021, I was actually contracted to work for another artist, another major UK artist that Island has signed at the time. When I got there, Island had signed 3 developmental acts, or 3 acts that were fairly new. They signed Flo in 2019, but obviously they were under development for 2 years. They had just signed RD off the back of, a couple hot, singles, and they also signed Lola Young, who had an incredible amount of potential. Those are the 3 artists that Island were hanging their hat on. They saw the vision of all of those 3 artists, from early on, and, coincidentally, all of those 3 artists have gained an enormous amount of success over the years that Island have launched them into the mainstream. I was contracted to RD. At the time, Flo was around, but Flo hadn't released a single yet. They were sort of relatively known on TikTok, but that was about it. But Island were getting ready to push them onto the mainstream stage. So when I came, I was working on the marketing for RD, but at this very moment, Island were looking for like a permanent product manager to take on the Flow project, but they couldn't find anyone at the time. So they got me to sort of help support them on the marketing for Flow. I was on, the Flow project for just under 2 months, and then obviously they ended up finding someone, and obviously the Flow project has taken a life of its own. For those 2 months that I spent on the Flow project, man, let me tell you, these girls are absolute beasts. I got the opportunity to meet the girls a few times. We had lunch together. I got to hear some of their unreleased music, and from the first time I met these girls, I knew they were going to be stars. Now I know you're probably thinking that is so easy to say, like you're probably saying that after the fact. Let me tell you, me and so many other of my colleagues, right, and just Island Records in general, had such high hopes for Flow, and everybody knew that they were going to accomplish what they're accomplishing now, right? And like I said, I'm just so proud of these girls, man, because everything they envisioned, everything that they told me they wanted to achieve, they're now achieving it, and they're living their dreams. Even though I wasn't with them for long, right? I just feel so proud of them, man, and they are so dope. Let me just show you a couple of things that we worked on. Obviously, you know, there's a few things that I cannot show you because Island Records will kill me, and there's a couple things that is confidential. But let me just go into my archives and dig out just a couple things. This is sort of like the Immature visual brief. At the time, obviously, their track Immature, which is one of their most streamed tracks. I remember this very clearly, as you can see here. You know, there's a couple of things I have to blur out. Yeah. Like, look at how dope this is, man. Look at the concepts, you know. Look at the sort of imagery. And let me tell you, Flow are very hands-on. So everything that you see here, Flow have crafted it themselves. And one thing I got to know about the girls is that they are visionaries. Like, everything that you're seeing now, they predicted it back in 2021. Even though they were very young at the time, I met them and sort of got to know them, right? They were about 18, 19. They had a vision of how they wanted their career to go, man. You know, you've got, you know, some of their sort of briefings as well, some of the campaign selects, some of the pictures. Look at Georgia looking fly, look at Stella looking fly, Renee as well looking fly. Like, guys, man, this is, look all of this. I don't want to obviously show you everything, you know. Flow were destined to be stars, man. And guys, listen, I want you to do me a favor. I've, you know, just started up a YouTube channel, a social commentary YouTube channel where I touch on various topics in the world of music, you know, in the world of popular culture, in the world of sport, you know, and I've released a few videos on my channel so far, man. And I'm actually going to do a video around the re-emergence of pop girl groups. I'm going to actually film that this week. You know, I recently did a video to do with, you know, the only black girl in pop groups, and obviously that video did extremely well. So if you want to see that content, if you want to support your boy, I'm going to leave my channel link in the description below. Go ahead and click on that link and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Let's Talk H. So guys, let's get straight into this one. This is floleakit, the official music video. Let us go.
Welcome to the retreat. A private residence where we turn irrelevance.
Yo, guys, you can already tell that this budget is looking mad. This budget is looking mad. Yo, hey.
Into relevance.
Look at them.
How can I not leak it? I look so good, you look so good, maybe we should all leak it together. Here.
Okay, I think that is supposed to be the paparazzi, right? So, okay, I'm already sort of getting how conceptually this is gonna go. Listen, the ladies are looking fly. Listen, F what anyone says about their stylist, yeah? Listen, they're looking alright, you know. It looks alright from my vantage point. And also, shout out to Georgia rocking the Union Jack, you know, flag. That's iconic, man. That is very Spice Girls coded, you know. I like that, I like that, I like that. And the shades as well, okay. Looks like they haven't come to play in this music video. Come on.
You only live once, let the people see.
Too hot to keep it secret. Crumble is overheated. Tomorrow might delete it, but tonight I'm gonna leak it. I'm feeling so conceited.
Listen. Stop playing with Renee's name. Stop playing with Renee's name. Yeah? I've seen all the chatter. Like, everybody saying, oh, Renee, she, you know, she's not the best singer in the group. Let me tell you, Renee can sing, bro. I've heard it. Renee can sing. Like, don't get it twisted. Stop playing on her name, man. Stop playing on Renee's Downer's name. Come on, man. And and when it comes to dancing, yo, when it comes to choreography, she kills it every single time. Shout out to Renee. Let's go. Come on. Miss Stella. Come on. Yeah. Woo. What? Hold on. No. We need to set that back. Did she just do the splits, bro? Did she just casually do the splits? Hold on. No. Well, no. Hold on. Miss Stella, please, stop playing. Look how she just casually did that. She's another one. Listen, stop playing on Stella's name, please. And I have to also give it up to Stella, man. Like, you know, she wasn't always the best dancer, and she'll probably admit that herself. And I think she has admitted that, you know, she hasn't always been the best dancer, but you can see the evolution over these last, you know, maybe year or two. You can tell that, you know, she's a lot more confident when she's doing choreography, and you know, no longer does she feel out of place, you know, because at times you know, it did feel a bit awkward, right? It did feel like she was always a step behind, but let me just keep it real with you. She's improved so much, and I give Stella so much credit, man. She now doesn't even look at her place. She now looks like she belongs, and honestly, that can only be down to her hard work. That can only be down to her obviously wanting to get better, you know, and it's not always easy for an artist to do that, right? But honestly, Stella, shout out to you. Like, and you can just tell just from how she moves now. She's a lot more confident. She feels a lot more free. You know, she feels a lot more secure in her dancing, man. And honestly, shout out to Stella, man. Honestly, every single time. And she can sing her ass off, by the way, as well. Stella, vocally, a beast. Look at that. I mean, come on. Listen, she almost looks like a seasoned dancer, bro. Like, oh man, come on.
Disgusting.
Okay, so guys, I'm sort of getting what the concept is, because this is looking like it's like the tabloids, right? Right. So is this them sort of responding back to all of their critics, all of their haters? Because obviously, listen, let's keep it real. Over the last year or two, FLO have been getting a lot of flack, you know, for various different things, for the incident that happened with the stylist, you know, for some of their styling choices, and there's some of the things that they've said on social media. You know, they've caught, you know, some backlash from fans. So is this a way of them sort of responding to all of their critics? Is it a sort of big middle finger to anybody that's been saying any crap about them? Like, you know, I'm sort of getting in, obviously with the paparazzi and obviously with the tabloids now. Like, okay, so I'm kind of sort of working out what this is about, man. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. 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 Hey. I thought a dance break was coming. I definitely thought a dance break was coming, man. Oh, hey, listen, the evolution of FLO is mad. I did not see this in them when I first met them. Like, it's so beautiful to see the evolution of FLO, man. Like, bro. Yeah. Woo! Harmonies on fleek. See, when it comes to harmonies, I'm sorry that there's no other girl group right now that's present that's touching FLO. Active girl group, a new girl group. You know what I'm saying? No one's touching FLO when it comes to the harmonies and the vocals in general. Their vocals are just so tight. They're so in sync. They are so in sync vocally, even choreography wise. They're so in sync now. You know, like they just fit, man. You know what I mean? They just work, man. You know what I mean? Guys, are you hearing this? Nah, man. Is this a dance break? What? Go FLO. Go FLO. Go FLO. Go FLO. Go FLO.
Too hot to keep a secret. I'm sitting here and thinking, if there's somebody hot as us in here, we lie to me.
What?
We can take a photo, maybe talk some photo, turn up with some pro. I'm coming through your speakers, and like
Bro, I'm telling you right now. See what Renee just said coming through my speakers. That's definitely what they're doing, bro. This thing is knocking. My speakers is almost coming off the you know, my table here. Literally, Renee spitting facts, bro.
Mistakes can happen. This isn't who we are. Is that right?
Congratulations.
Okay, hold on, wait.
You have completed the program. You are now a relevant girl band.
Oh, so was this supposed to be some sort of rehab for them? You know what I mean? Like, was this supposed to be some sort of, yeah, some rehab? Oh well, I'm actually trying to piece together what the concept's all about. Like, reconciliation, rehab, you know, and just before then, you know, you had all three of them apologizing. So was that them sort of? I'm just trying to think. Was that them giving sort of like a fake apology? Because it seemed very sarcastic. It seemed very like patronizing. Like they were apologizing for all of the sort of mistakes, or fake apologizing for all of the mistakes that, you know, people felt that they made. Maybe, you know, in regards to like the stylist or anything else they've said on Twitter or X or social media. So it seemed like they weren't really being too sincere. You know, it seems like they were being very patronizing. So with the fake apology and now sort of, you know, them finishing the program, like, okay, is this sort of like the reintroduction of flow? Like, is it them? I don't know, but listen, the concept is very, very dope. Obviously, I need to kind of watch it again for me to piece together, you know, what this is all about. I'm sure I'm probably messing up. I'm sure, you know, I've missed the boat on a couple of things. But obviously, guys, this my first sort of watch and listen to this track and this music video. But let me just say off the rip, yeah? You see this single, yeah? This is Flo's coming out party. This is them announcing to the world that they're ready to take over. Like, there's certain singles, right, in the artist's sort of career that you just say to yourself, yeah, that was the single that launched them into stardom. And I feel like this is the single that's going to launch them into stardom. Listen, Flo were already, you know, on the brink of just, you know, world domination, if that even makes sense. Because listen, over the last couple of years, they've won a Brit Award. They've been nominated for a Grammy. You know, they have had, you know, a few singles that have charted in the UK, and they've done a lot of stuff in America, man. So it just feels like they're on the brink of just taking over overseas. But I just feel like this single is definitely going to propel them to where they want to be. And let me just say, man, guys, in concerns with the music video, that's how you do a music video, bro. The budget was budgeting, you know. I would love to know what the budget was on this video. You know, I got an opportunity to see a couple of budgets on some of their previous videos, you know what I'm saying? And let me tell you, it's not cheap, you know. But this video, this seems very professional. It just seems very appropriate to where these girls are at in their career, like, you know. And yeah, like visually it was great, conceptually it was great as well, you know. The girls were looking gorgeous, and yeah, man, like this is what you call a mainstream artist video, you know. I'm sure they put a lot of work into this. Honestly, all round, it just seemed very, very good. And the track itself, this is how you do it, guys. This definitely reminds me of some of the great pop music that we got during like the early 2010s to the early 2000s, you know that era of Katy Perry, Fergie, Nelly Furtado, Gwen Stefani, even taking it back to the 90s, man. This definitely sort of, you know, remind me of that time, and that's how excellent I feel like this track is, man. And you know, harmonies were on tight as always. Vocally, they sounded amazing. The production sounded very old, but sounded very modern at the same time, man. Yeah, like honestly, this is a great first single to launch the new era of Flow. And honestly, man, Flow fans, you should be very excited because these girls are primed to take over. This felt like like I said, their coming out party. And even just Flo, like just looking at them, you can just tell that they know that they belong here. Just tell that they now feel like they're the bad bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like they feel like they are the shit, right? And honestly, man, like I said, I'm just very proud of Flo, you know, for their evolution. Listen, guys, we also need to give credit to Island Records for developing these young women, you know, because obviously they signed them back in 2019 and they kept them under development for 2 years before they launched them into the mainstream. And those 2 years, you know, that they were in boot camp, honestly did them the world of good. And you don't really see artist development like that no more, you know. Ireland have done it with a few artists. Lola Young is another example as well. Lola Young is having an extremely successful career now. They did the same thing with her, you know. So we have to give credit to some of these major labels when they develop artists like they've done with Flo and Lola Young, man. And you can see that all the hard work has paid off. And listen, Flo are just scratching the surface, bro. They're just scratching the surface, man. And yeah, guys, this was absolutely great. Sorry that this was, you know, a bit long, but obviously Flo, you know what I mean, they definitely deserve it, man. They deserve the attention to detail that I had to give this video. So guys, you let me know what you thought about this in the comment section below. All my Flo lifers, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and also don't forget to also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Let's Talk H. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a video based on resurgence of pop girl groups. I'm gonna try and film that this week and get it out by the end of the week, you know. And I'm also going to be talking about Flo in that. So if you want to see that, guys, subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. It's going to be in the description box below. But guys, thank you so much. Have a blessed day, and I'll be back real soon with another one. Until then, my people, stay blessed. I'm out. Peace.